morning, everybody. Welcome to this in-person event. Thank you, Jose, for giving me these few minutes to talk about this initiative. This is an initiative that I started with my company, and we call it the Professionals for Ukraine. It basically started when the few weeks after Russia invaded Ukraine, and immediately, Europe was struggling with this unpredictable thing, and there were a lot of humanitarian initiatives that immediately started to support Ukrainian people. But I thought that there was a room to support them from professional to professionals. And so I reached out to the CEO of the Association for Industrial Automation in Ukraine. We started talking, and we identified some things that we could do together. So first thing is that this is something that is really related to our professional activities. Everybody of us has plenty of opportunities to contribute personally, but I thought that there was a space to support our colleagues and do that leveraging the associations. What power do we have all together in supporting them? And so we created, with Alexander Yurchuk, we created a list of Ukrainian system integrators that have capabilities, that have skills, and can work from remote to support projects worldwide. And part of them are represented in the pictures behind me. And this is their actual life, split between our normal effort to save and support our business, and a new normal effort, which is basically managing a war in their country. And they're splitting their time between these two things, which, if you think of that, spending 2 weeks at war and 2 weeks in business is quite unbelievable. And we decided that one other thing that we can do is support them. They have some projects, some initiatives to support their critical infrastructure, and they will need the support now and in the future. And then we we proposed to Csia to provide complimentary membership to them. And this was, and I really thank you, the board, for the unanimous approval of that. That was defined just a few weeks ago. And I'm really happy to tell you that there are 2 people in this room that were able to make it to the conference, and in representation of their company and of the entire Association for Industrial Automation in Ukraine. I will ask Anton and Alexandra if they Andrei, if they can stand. They're over there, so you can recognize them. But mostly, you can reach out to them, to speak with them, learn about their association, their capabilities. They have business cards with a QR code that you can scan and get to a website where there are there's the list of the Ukrainian SIs, there's the list of the initiatives they are doing to try to promote and survive their businesses. The other thing that we do, that we did in my company, and we started, it's another initiative. It's called 1H for You, which stands for 1 hour for Ukraine. What is it? We created a law. It's basically an initiative where outward created, and we would like to see replicated in many companies. Some CSIA members already adopted it, and the goal is to support economically our Ukrainian colleagues, but to do that not just donating money, but donating labor, our professional activities. So how does it work? Basically, The companies that joined the initiative enable their workers to donate 1 hour or one extra hour of their working time and destinate it to Ukraine. So the company, instead of paying them, create the funds matching the value of that hour. Based on the fund that is created, the company matches the same value, so double the funds, and then destinate these funds to any initiative that they would like. So it's something that is not managed by Outware, it's not managed by Csia, it's managed personally, company by company, and you can choose who you want to support. If you support the Association for Industrial Automation in Ukraine, they will provide you all the details of how they will spend the money that you will give them, and it will be spent in supporting their members, both in the business or personally, because some of them really do not have anything more in terms of houses and so on. What I would like to ask you, if you decide to participate, is just to promote the initiative on the social media. Use the logo, use a couple of hashtags that we created, 1H4U and Professional for Ukraine, so that we can try to create a momentum and grow the initiative. And please register just the number of hours in the donation in the website, in a form that you can find at 1h4u.outware.it. It's just a way to monitor the impact that we as an association or business professionals can have on this. The last thing is that I want to tell you how this thing started. It was a Saturday morning, early March, and I was having a coffee at home and was checking LinkedIn, and I saw a post from my friend Vladimir Morenko from Insist Automatica, one CSIA certified member, and he was just reposting some information from Alexander Yuchak. I don't know why, but that caught my attention. I clicked the translate link, and I read this very professional request for help and the description of the difficulties that the members of the association were having. And just arise to my mind, why don't we do something as an association? And so I reached out to CSIA, I reached out to MESA, A3, ISA. They all supported us. CSIA did something more of the others, giving even a complimentary membership and giving support to this initiative. That's something that really so started from this post of Vladimir. And many of you remember Vladimir. He was here at all the conference. He was a friend. He was a part of our peer group, the Automation Alliance group. We shared a lot of business information, but we shared even a lot of fun. We spent a lot of time together. He was born in Belarus. He was raised in Ukraine. He worked for a military business and then left and joined Insist Automatica because he thought that the military business didn't make any sense anymore. And so he brought the company, leveraging and being proud sponsor of the CSIA best practices, from 20 to 200 people, so quite a big business. He was extremely passionate about the future and progress. And when Russia invaded Ukraine, he felt that this dream, this feeling, this passion that he had was taken away from him, and this was something that was this was a big challenge, bigger even than his life. And in just a few weeks, he passed away suddenly during one night. And I want to recognize him, I want to honor him, because he was a proud member of CSIA, a proud certified member of CSIA. He was a great friend, but mostly because he was the inspiration of this initiative. And if we are doing something in support of Ukraine, it depends a lot on him. So I thought that it was important for all of you who knew him to know that that's the origin of all these initiatives. So I'm executing, but he was creating that.